And the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, the UNRWA, has said its operations in Gaza remain ongoing despite Israeli legislation banning international staff from entering the enclave. And UNRWA's Director of External Relations, Tamara El-Rafai, said that 12,000 Palestinian staff have not stopped working on the ground while international colleagues manage humanitarian operations remotely. El-Rafai added that the ban and the inability to liaise directly with Israeli authorities have severely hampered daily logistics and the agency's ability to deliver life-saving assistance across Gaza. UNESCO's 43rd General Conference in Samarkand has unanimously approved 4 resolutions backing Palestine, and they focus on Jerusalem, Gaza, the UNRWA's educational programs, and the protection of cultural and educational institutions in occupied territories. PLO official Ali Abu Zohri called the decisions a victory for Palestinian diplomacy, emphasizing their role in safeguarding education, culture, and heritage. Resolutions include urgent aid for Gaza, protecting Jerusalem's old city, and supporting schools, higher education, and students with disabilities. The Arab, Islamic, and other delegations welcomed the measures. UNICEF has stated it is working to return all 650,000 school-aged children in Gaza to classrooms and in-person learning, describing the task as immense. Tess Ingram, a spokesperson for the UN Children's Agency, said the UNICEF needs additional space to resume education, stressing the importance of clearing the massive rubble covering much of Gaza and ensuring that unexploded ordnance no longer threaten children's safety. She added that temporary classrooms must be built and damaged schools repaired to make learning possible again. Palestinian prisoners groups has reported Israeli forces detained 442 Palestinians across the occupied West Bank, including Jerusalem, in October 2025. And among those arrested were 3 women and 33 children. The Commission of Detainees and Ex-Detainees Affairs, the Palestinian Prisoners Society, and El Damir Prisoners Support and Human Rights Association said most detentions occurred in the Bethlehem Governorate, and raids were often accompanied by field interrogations and assaults by the Israeli settlers, contributing to the rise in arrests. And 4 weeks into a fragile ceasefire violated daily by Israeli forces, the devastating environmental toll of Israel's assault on Gaza is becoming clearer. And across the besieged enclave, entire neighborhoods lie in ruins, and the very land and water sustaining life are now poisoned. In Gaza City's Sheikh Radwan neighborhood, a once vibrant community has become a toxic wasteland. A former rainwater pond, once vital for residents, is now contaminated with sewage and debris, turning a lifeline into a deadly hazard. For many displaced families, the polluted site has become their only refuge, an emblem of a humanitarian and environmental catastrophe that deepens by the day. Palestinian detainees held in Israel's Ofer prison are enduring daily abuse and inhumane conditions. And according to the Palestinian Commission of Detainees and Ex-Detainees Affairs, prisoners in Ofer prison's Gilad section face severe overcrowding, lack of basic hygiene supplies, and are forced to bathe in cold water using dishwashing liquid. Food is scarce and many sleep on the floor with a single blanket. And the Commission says Israeli guards routinely raid cells, punish detainees for minor actions, and subject them to beatings, isolation, and electric shocks. Israeli settlers have raised Israeli flags along a road between Nablus and Ramallah amid a surge in settler violence against Palestinians across the occupied West Bank. And earlier today, settlers carried out 2 separate attacks, wounding at least 7 Palestinians. And the incidents follow a report from the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, which recorded October as the most violent month since documentation began in 2006, with an average of 8 settler attacks per day.